Hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing an unboxing. I was able to pick up a Louis Vuitton agenda, and it's the MM size or medium ring agenda, and it is in epi leather. So this is the vintage version. I picked this up on eBay, so I'm going to unbox it, show you what I purchased. Nearing the end of December, I said, you know what, let me try to focus on, saving, doing a little bit more in terms of my money, finances. And so I just kind of wanted to get whatever luxury purchases I wanted out of the way. It's not to say I won't be purchasing anything this year, but definitely I said, let me make this one last purchase in terms of for my setups. And I got the small ring agenda. I ended up changing out the rings because I did have some Kraus rings that were a little bit larger. So I will show you that and give you a comparison in terms of what it looks like against. I have a damier Eben. And yeah, so let's take a look. See what the condition is like. I believe this agenda is from 1993. So we're looking at already 31 years old. They packaged it well. I purchased it from the same seller that I purchased my small ring agenda, and they both were in the epi leather. Okay, so as you can see, there is some wear to it. I knew all of this from the pictures on the pen loop. There's some wears here. You can see it's been stretched out, but all of this I will clean. Okay. So where I was telling you guys that I knew there was some wear here on the pen loop. It looks really good in terms of, the condition around the edges. I do have some edge coat, so I will go over this with some black edge coat and clean it up so it looks new again. Inside, as I said, I knew about sort of like the wear. So for 31 years, I think it's still great. There wasn't any gapping, as you can see with the mechanism here. So that is great. So it still opens quite well, and it is in the epi leather, so it is quite durable. And as you can see at the bottom, there's not much wear. Sometimes a lot of these, like there's a lot of peeling, because I have one that's even newer than this. I have my setup in there. So let's look at that. So this is another one I have. I had to go over it with like the edge coating. And that's just something that, to be expected, that this starts to come off. But it is easily repaired. I just purchased it on Amazon and it came quickly. So that is it. So in terms of size, as you can see, they're both the same size. The rings look very similar in terms of size as well. I believe these are 25 millimeters, or it might be slightly smaller than that. So I'm just going to see in terms of how well it cleans up. Actually, let me grab a baby wipe and I could show you, see if some of that, kind of wear and tear in here. Not wear and tear, but maybe it's just dirt and it may not even need any paint. So let's grab some wipes and then let me see if it will clean up. So what I have here is some Armorall leather care gel, and this is supposed to be, it conditions and cleans. So I'm just going to use some of this, and it just says that it helps it with the fading, aging, and cracking. So I'm just going to use one of these, wipe it down, and see how it goes first. It may need some cleaning up. I can see in here, like a lot of it is probably just dirt. And I don't want to rub too hard and remove the coating, because even though it is leather, it still is like the way that they do it is putting like a coating over it. And that probably just gives it its longevity as well. So I don't know if this is paint or something, but there it is. It's coming off. So that is gone. And let's just get here into all these corners, clean all the dirt. And as I said, for 31 years, it's to be expected that it would need some cleaning, some TLC for sure. As long as these parts are still functional, I'm happy. It's not ripped or torn. And I'm just going to wipe everything down. So because the here you have this little like rivet. So you could see that the gold starts to wear and tear, not wear and tear, but it starts to come up once you clean it with some Brasso. But I like that they put on the epi leather that the rivet is inside. So that's good. See, when people have these things, you know, some people do, they just use it. Once they're done with it, that's it. But I love that, you know, by buying pre-loved, I can extend the life of something. You know, you get it for a good price. This agenda is going to cost me about $1,000 Canadian. So it isn't cheap to buy. And US, I paid $118. So in comparison to the price that I could pay for a pre-loved with the same thing. And the new one as well comes with silver. So it is a bit different, the newer version. So I like that, as I said, with this vintage version, it is in the gold hardware. Okay, so I'm just going to put some of this on here and just wipe it down. The only thing I don't like about the wipes is that it does leave a bit of like the pieces from it, but I can always take a cloth afterwards and just wipe that away. So I'm definitely going to condition this pen loop a bit. In here, let's put some more and wipe it down. So let me know in the comments if you have this agenda or if you have even the newer version and how it's been wearing. Inside here in the secretarial pocket, you can see that there is some wear and tear and it is starting to like peel, which I find most of the Louis Vuitton items, like the vintage pieces, it tends to do that. So I will hit this with a little bit of paint probably on the corners and do the edge coating. And I could show you actually what the edge coating is. This pocket, it looks like it doesn't open. So that is the only different, I think, on this vintage one versus, actually, no, they're both like that. So yeah, you basically, it's the exact same thing, just in the epi leather. So the only secretarial pocket you have is a back pocket. I think only with the smaller version. So I can show you that. Here is the PM that I purchased, and there's a video for this one as well. So this is what it looks like inside. You do have this pocket here. With the PM, you have a secretarial pocket that you can use here as well as a pocket back here. So that's the only difference. And as you can see, I did change the rings to a little bit larger. Let me just grab the smaller ones. So as you can see, there is quite a big difference in terms of the ring size. So I will be using this for a wallet as well as I may go back to cash stuffing, maybe not on here, but just to carry cash and monitor my money. So that's it. So that is everything. So I'm just going to continue to sort of wipe this down and, you know, as I said, do the edge coating. Maybe I should do it online with you guys so I can show you what it looks like. It looks like there's like some sparkles or something here, but as I said, for 31 years, you really can't expect necessarily perfection, but they did keep really good care of it. So let me show you what, I'll just do a little bit of an example of what the edge coating looks like and show you how you use it. So when you're working with this edge coat, you do want to put something down just in case it splashes up. So this is what it looks like here. As you can see, all of the fluff is on there, but that's okay. So what you will need is one of these utensils and it rolls. So if I can remember to look it up, I don't know if it tells you, it says edge die pen. So as long as you look for an edge die pen, that should come up. And here is the black edge coat. It is just by Fibings or Fibings. And then all you're gonna do is dip it in here. So all you're going to do is dip it in here, get some on your pen, and you're just going to roll it along the edges. So I think I'm going to do all of the edges and just hit it with this, and this will bring it back to like pretty much brand new. Let me just wipe off some of this as you can see, like the bit of the fluff there. So let's take that off. Okay, so I'm just going to dip it back in here. I don't want to get too much on here. It just makes it too hard to get it nice and even. So you just do it all around at the edges there, places that look worn. You can just put a little bit there, and you're just going to roll it all along the edges. So you can even see where some of the paint sort of lifted, and maybe that's from just like caring for it. And I'm going to put some on the inside as well. And just go all along the edges here. So I'm just going to finish this offline, but I just wanted to give you an idea of if you buy something vintage, you want to restore it, that you do have the ability to fix these little things. You know, if it's lifting a bit, just use a little bit of like glue. I've used just a little bit of crazy glue and gone over the edges. I'm going to do that probably for this, just glue it back a little bit and then hit it with a bit of edge coat to kind of keep it in a little bit better condition. So I've let it dry for a little while. I ended up going over this with some black shoe polish. So you can see the color is a little bit more black now. Well, a lot more black, and it's looking really nice. Inside, as you can see, all of those light spots are now gone. So I used the edge coat, and then afterwards I went in with a little bit of black shoe polish because it is leather. So the polish I'm using is for black shoes, leather shoes. So that is what it looks like now. So as you can see, definitely, I think it's for the price, you know, definitely spend the money on vintage. You can literally spend less than a half an hour to kind of revamp it. And then you have a product that is brand new, and you've saved hundreds of, not thousands sometimes, of dollars in just, you know, taking care of it and redoing it. So more than likely, I will not be kind of opening these rings. I usually put little slits in my items, like in my pages, so that way I don't have to keep opening the mechanism. So that is it. So this is now the final product. I'm just going to continue to let it dry for at least 24 hours. But as you can see, you can definitely restore it back to pretty good condition. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely leave me a like, subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you guys on another video. Bye.